Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and we're going to work on this today, but first I want to show you my new Digi. This one is called Old Love Notes. It says Old Love Letters here, but it's Old Love Notes. So I'll flip through this really quick just so you guys can check it out if you want to. It's on my Etsy shop right now. So it's obviously Valentine's. So there's one like this, and then this is the plain version, which I often do, like a plain version and then a version with the things on it, because I figure these are good for the backs of pages, or just journaling pages, because you can journal pretty much all over that. So that's that. And then there's this one, and then this one, the original one I did with this heart here, and these are old vintage Valentines that I have. They're from my great-great-grandmother's dry goods store. The same lady that had the vinegar Valentines also had the pretty Victorian Valentines, and we just added hearts on the other one. So you get like two versions of that. There's this one, and this is from the Graphics Fairy, their premium website. And I pulled on this paper, so it printed weird right here before it was done printing, so it won't have that. It's just I tugged on the paper a little bit when it was printing, so that was my fault. And then there's this one, and there's the plain version of that one that had the Graphics Fairy Cupid. And then here's this one with some more stuff on it, the roses and that. And these are the insides of those Victorian Valentines. I scanned those. Some of them are darker than others because that's just the way they are, either from aging or whatever. Some of them have lightened up pretty much, almost gone, but like this one you can see really well and read it. And then there's this. We added flowers and a little heart Cupid. And then this paper up here is from the Graphics Fairy. And then these are just vintage Valentines that I found and, cut out the Cupids from and the hearts and stuff. There's this one. This is a hanky that I have that has those on it, so you can kind of see the ripple in the fabric there. That's a hanky, and I just did some crazy stitching, like it's sloppy and messy, and you can see some spots where it's a little loose and stuff, but I just stitched all over in the red just to give it a little more. I added a Graphics Fairy Cupid there, and then you get the all lace page just for collaging, or you could use it as another journaling page or whatever. And then there's 3 pages of ephemera, and so this is one of the Valentines that I have. That's that same heart that I just cut out, but that's the original scan. And when you print this, do it shrink to fit so you don't cut off the edge of this. I forgot to do that, and so that's why mine's a little cut off over here, but it won't cut off if you do it shrink to fit. I mean, I didn't lose a lot. You can see that it's flat more on one side because the card opens this way. This is the back side of the card, so it kind of is like that. It's flat over on that edge. And then I altered a bingo card and scanned it. And then these are just some hearts and flowers and things. And then you get these 2 pockets, big pockets, and a bunch of tags. And a little circle. And then on this one, this is one of my Cupids from my vintage Valentines, the Queen of Hearts. And then this is like a little coin envelope. So it looks kind of weird on here, but you're going to fold back that flap, fold this flap under and this one. So all you're going to see is this with the Cupid. I just didn't want them to be plain white because that's kind of boring. And then these are 2 more of my vintage Valentines. Just shrunk them down so that you could use them as journaling cards. This is just an image of a lady. I believe I got that off of New York Public Library. This is from New York Public Library. And then we just put it on a tag and added flowers. So that is Old Love Notes. And so we might use a little bit of this today. We're also going to finish that or, you know, work on this. I don't know that we'll finish it. We'll see how far we get. But I want to do one of these envelopes that Denise sent me. So this gives you a good look at how you can do this if you already have an envelope. And since it was avocado dyed, it, you know, the sticky comes apart, which happens a lot when you're doing either tea dye, coffee dye, or avocado dye. So these are kind of handy because it makes it a lot easier to cut this flap off. I just have to line it up here. I got a new blade, so look, it cuts so nice. Amazing how that works, right? Alright, so you're just losing that flap. This is the same envelope we did the other day, so this isn't anything new, but, oops, this one needs to come first. But we'll glue this shut and just do some collaging and stuff on it. I hope you guys are having an awesome weekend. It's been really weird here because it keeps snowing, but then it warms up to like 40 degrees. And so we just lose all our snow. Whoa, sorry. So, I don't know. It's because my daughter wants senior pictures in the snow. So, of course, it's not going to snow, because why would it do that? That would make life easy. So I'm just going to kind of tear some of this with my tear ruler because I don't really want the straight edge anyway. And this is just an image. I think I found it on Pinterest. I don't even really know, to be honest. I've had it in my stash. I like to find silly things for, you know, making Valentines. So this one was just kind of fun. With the two of them on stilts. It's kind of a crack up. I love all these Victorian images with, you know, you kind of always think they're stuffy and those people, all that, but really a lot of them are kind of fun. These images that I find. Alright, so we put that on here. And then I got out some of Denise's avocado dyed music paper because that's just always pretty. Just kind of go a sideways bit of this. So yeah, hopefully your weather isn't as kooky as mine is. I mean, I feel kind of lucky that it's melting because that way we don't have to deal with it, but like I said, kind of want to do some pictures. Just going to tear the corner off of that so that I can put it up there. So yeah, I'm liking making these pockets. They're kind of easy and fun. I'm just going to do a little inking. And I'll show you what I did to, oh my goodness, big old Pasha hair. Till he's been on my desk. His fur is almost like cotton, so it just like really acts like, you know, a cotton ball would if you pulled it apart and it was floating around. I did some decoupaging of like pattern paper on these books, and that turned out cool too, so I'll show you those just a second. I was making those playing cards, those altered playing cards with the book page and then the tissue, like I showed you guys not too long ago, and I thought that would work really cool on here. So this is what it ends up looking like. Just put some glue stick down, put a piece of book page, let it dry, and then pull it off, just like we did with these altered playing cards, like this. And then I put the tissue over the top and just decoupaged it all on there. So that turned out kind of cool. So that I think will look neat with, you know, Valentine things on here, and I kind of wish I would have done it with this one, but at the same time I kind of like this one the way it is too with the brightness, so you can do them either way. That's just another kind of fun idea. Glue stick. Ooh, I kind of like that side better. Well, it's too late because I already tore it the corner. I mean, I could have done the other side, but it's fine. yeah, we haven't done a whole lot this weekend. It's been kind of nice. It calms down considerably after Christmas for sure, which is nice, because I get a little tired of all that chaos. Something over there. Use a piece of this. I'm going to use one of the more plain backgrounds. This picture looks kind of pink, almost like the background there. That's kind of crazy. Trying to figure out what I want here. I think I kind of just want this middle section. I want to be able to see those hearts, so I think I'm going to do like this. And I don't know if I'm probably not going to be able to see them anyway. Because it's going to get covered by that picture. Or cut off. Maybe the one would work. So I'm going to have to tear this off too. I can use that. That would be cool, like, you know, to go down at the bottom or something. This one needs to be torn at the bottom. Oh, Pasha, I'm telling you, he knows when I'm doing a video. Aiden, can you come grab Pasha? My pencil's out of. Thank you. He's helping. So I'm just, you know, obviously trying to get a good edge on this. It needs to come about here. And it's not perfect, but it doesn't matter. If it's got a little bit of extra paper there, it's not gonna. You could even go straight across if you wanted to. You don't even have to keep that dip. Just don't put glue on that portion right there. So yeah, this was a fun Digi to make. I love Valentine's Day. It's just fun. It's not necessarily even the whole, like, you know, love and all that of romantic love. It's just, I like it because it's fun to give people that you care about just a little Valentine, and it's just a fun holiday. It's not huge expectations, I don't think, and I don't know, I just like it. It's just fun. I love all the hearts and all that. Go through it like that. I'm just going to kind of tear off the corner over here. Yeah, I like that. Alright, so let's, did we ink? We didn't ink around them. Or maybe we did, but I just tore off this corner, so. I'm not really sure yet what I'm going to put in there, but figure all that out. hearts over their heads. It's cute. I don't want to lose those stilts. I do want a little something there, but I'll just do like a heart. Oh, I know what I could do if I can find them. I don't know where I put them right now. I'll find it in a minute. Anyway, this I was thinking would be a good thing to put on the inside cover. Like right about there. I kind of want something up here too, though. Just more music. Oh, I could do this along here. But then you can't see the music paper at all. You know, the actual music. Cut out one of these hearts because I don't have this one this size. I'm going to actually do the inside portion of it, not the outside. Because it cuts off a little bit right there. Yeah, that doesn't work either. That's the only problem with those sides like that. You really have to just take the piece of paper and like, you know, do like I did with this side. I do just this little heart. Some doily, just a scrap that I had, so let's use that. Just needs something, some kind of texture or something up there. I'm gonna get glue there. I don't think I like the heart. I think I just like it like that. Alright, so let's get this glued on. I think I'm just going to glue down the whole thing because I don't really want, you know, so many pockets in here because you can't have it super thick because it's a really thin little book. So I think the one pocket will be plenty. But if you were putting it into a regular journal, you could definitely have another little tuck spot behind it or whatever. Oh, there they are. The stamps. That's what I wanted. Stamps from Denise. Just had to find it. There's a really good red one right there. So I think that's what I'm going to do. It's Arbor Day, but you know, it's fine. So thank you, Denise. And then we could even do like our little stamps. And these again are these crafty individual stamps, and they're just postage type things, airmail, you know, all that kind of thing. And I don't really want to use black, but I'm going to. Alrighty, there's that. I'm just going to lay that there. I have that little block sitting there, hopefully blocking some of the light on the black glass. Thanks, Denise. These are fun. That looks cool, I think. Alright, there's that. And then, like I said, I don't want to go totally nutso and have a million things. I need to cover this. I just don't want that black to end up on this page, so I'm just going to do that. So we're going to flip a couple pages, and then I have this Love You Always, the kind of like a Polaroid thing, and I got these from In Love Art Shop, and I'll leave a link below. Where did I get these ones from? BB Craft. I don't know, I'll look. It's either BB Craft or In Love Art Shop, and I'll leave the link down there so that you guys can, you know, find them if you want to. But there's like 4 different ones, and they all have a little saying right down here. But at Christmas time I did videos on this, and you can cover up, you know, this portion if you want to. Like if you don't want it, you don't want the saying, you want to use it for a different thing, then you can just like collage on here or whatever. So they're kind of fun like that. And then I cut this out of my 1891 Digi. It's just transparency paper. Just cut the rows out, and we'll just kind of do this. And I've done this before too with the, that kind of glittery paper that I did. So I'm just going to put this on here. And it's just, you can print anything on transparency paper and then do this. So this is a really easy little fun way to make a pocket instead of using these as they're intended for I can't think today at all. You know, putting a photo in, just put a picture or one of these in there instead, and then something different. You can use it as a pocket instead of a photo frame. So I'm just going to glue like 3 sides of it since it's a pocket. And I actually cut this out of paper that Denise sent with her avocado dye. I liked it because of the polka dots, and it's got kind of a darker red area too. She uses like thicker scrapbook paper to put in with her avocado dye so it doesn't rip. Sorry. I had my coffee this morning. As you can see, I'm like shaking like a leaf. That is the one thing I do not like about it. Okay, and then I have this funny little postcard that was in my stash. So I think I'm going to cut it down so that it'll slide in and out of that. And it's just printed on vanilla colored cardstock. So I'm going to cut it instead of tearing it because I want a smooth edge in and out of there. And you probably can't see, but I'm just trimming it down. I think these came out of those, I can't remember what they're called, Memory of a Lifetime books. I have a bunch of those. But I'm not sure because it could have been Pinterest or something too, who knows. Like I said, I collect this stuff for Valentine's Day, so I just have a whole bunch of it. I don't really want to cut down that stamp too much, but I don't want this to be off, you know, completely off center, so. Still just a little tight. I'm just going to cut a tiny bit more off over here. That'll do it. I cut a bit. Well, if I cut a little off the top, it's really not going to change how it goes in and out. And I don't want to cut the bottom off. So just keep these light and fun because, you know, they're supposed to be a fun little gift for a friend or something. I think I'm going to add a heart to that. I have these little, these are just cut out of little die cuts, you know, little punches, that's the word. And I don't even own this one, it was a friend of mine's. I cut a whole bunch of them. And then you could add fabric or something to the top, but like I said, I'm just kind of keeping this simple. I'm not feeling like that's going down very far. I guess it is going down there pretty far. Okay, so that will stick up. You can see the heart, that's kind of fun. And we can move on to another spot. Just don't want that to get stuck in there. You could add, like, we could add another little heart or something on there too. Might be fun. This one I'm going to ink a little because it's got the white edge. But you could decorate that up as much as you want to. Like I said, if you want, I want to keep the Love You Always, so I'm not, you know, doing a lot of collaging on that one, but you definitely could. Do a couple pages, and then I think I want to use my altered card, or do I want to use, I think I'll use that at the back. So yeah, let's go ahead and do the altered card as a tuck spot. So this is just one of the ones that we put the tea bag on, and I just added some things collaged on it. So I'm just going to put glue on the back of this, and I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to tuck in there yet. Is that the right? Yeah. I didn't want to glue down it, and it was the wrong side. I need to clean off my glue. And I'm going to leave these pages white. I just think that's, you know, good. Because like I said, this is just a simple little fun something to give somebody. And in that pocket, maybe we could use a vinegar Valentine. Find those. They got buried under everything. I like the Foxy Maid. That's kind of funny. Looking for a husband. It says husband wanted on her little. So again, these are in my Etsy if you're wondering where in the world these came from. And this is pretty thick cardstock that I printed them on, so I'm not going to worry about backing it, but I am going to ink it a bit on the back. I think I might go ahead and just round the corners on this one, since I'm going to use it like a journaling card. even though it comes close to that blue. All right. You can do a little fold there and kind of ink it. Could round that. That's what came out of the middle of that, the frame we just did. Just that square came out. So I could put this on here. You could have another little text spot, kind of like we did in that last winter journal. For a little note or whatever. I know it takes away some of the journaling space, but then if you add something else that you can journal on, you're getting it back. And it's kind of the unexpected. A little heart. Put this one on there, it might look a little better. Yeah, I like that better. Alright. Alright, and I just have a piece of paper here. I'm going to, actually no, maybe I'll just do this. This is what I'll do. It's got one of those little notes, but you could write on the other side. I'm going to cut it. Might be a little bit big, but we'll see. Trim off the other side a little. Just make one of these little faux envelopes. Now the trick is I don't think I'm going to be able to fold it so that it's not upside down somewhere, so we're just going to fold it. It'll be fine. Okay, actually, nah, I'll do it this way. So just that little, you know, envelope fold. You fold it like triangular at the top, fold the two sides in almost like you're making a paper airplane, then fold that piece down so now it looks like the top of an envelope. And then you can just bring this up like this, but that one's kind of big, so I'm going to actually end up folding it twice. How did I do this before? This one needs to be a bit smaller, so don't make it the same width as this. Otherwise you can't get it to fold up. That goes down like that. Then you have just like, it looks like a little envelope, but then you can unfold it and write in there. And I'm sure most of you have seen that, just in case you're new and you haven't. It's another little fun thing to make and stick in pockets. And this is on parchment paper that I printed this, so. And then we can also add like a little heart right here. And we don't have to seal it, just put glue on the top portion of the heart so that it just is glued to your envelope. Top, not the whole thing, because you don't want to seal that shut or you won't be able to write in it, obviously. But you can make like tinier ones of these and do this and seal it, and then you can just use them like for tucks and things like that. I don't want that glued shut, so I'll let it dry for a minute like that, and then we'll come back and put that together. But let's figure out what else we want to do here. 1, 2, I think I'm just going to go to the end. I might add a little heart. Maybe we'll do this one. We can just add a little heart. Collage thing. Some doily. Do I want to use pink doily? I think I'll use pink. I'll use a piece of a doily that Denise gave me. These giant ones. This one's neat because it's looking rough. And I'm just going to glue this all the way down because this is too fragile to do as like a tuck spot or something. A little heart here would be cute. Darren's playing with the cat, if you can hear him jabbering at him. There's something he wants. What is that? Oh. My son has like a pulley system for his, I know, it's insanity, for his VR headset, and so he's pulling the strings and Posh is sitting under there meowing at him because he wants the strings. Okay, so there's just a little collage. Doesn't have to be crazy fancy. And then I thought back on the back it would be fun to do one of these from Denise, the pink CD envelope. Wow. Hi everybody, sorry about that. What happened there was I somehow sliced my finger, didn't even realize it, and I was getting little dots of blood on everything. So this is all new stuff. This is the one that we just finished, so I won't be putting that one in my shop. I'll you know, just do some of these other ones that I showed you a minute ago and get those worked on, and then that way I can put those in my shop. Anyway, so what I have done is I decided to use this bingo card to go in this pocket, which is one of the CD, you know, pockets that I got from Denise with the avocado die. And I don't want to cover this entirely, so I did fussy cut this these roses out, and I'm going to put them down here, and then this will be the journaling card that goes on the inside. So this is from my Digi, so I'm just going to put some glue on the back of this, and I've got 2 book pages glued together to make the journaling card, the base of it, which is what I usually do with those, is make journaling cards or tags. So yeah, I don't know what in the world. I probably did it on the cutter, but I didn't realize I did it, and then I was finding little dots and I couldn't figure out what it was. I didn't know if it was ink or what it was. And then I realized my thumb was bleeding. So it didn't hurt, it just was a little tiny nick, but it was getting stuff on everything, so got rid of that and printed out some new stuff. So I'll just keep that other one, and I'll probably decorate the fronts of these different, you know, a little bit different, but it's essentially the same idea that we did with that first one, so you guys don't need to see all that part again. Right, and I just backed it with some of that, so it's 2 book pages, and then I backed it with manila paper. So that is the journaling card. And then I'm going to ink this little, I got a big wad of glue because like always I have to make a mess. Spread it out. Alright, there's that. And I'll probably stitch around this just to make it look a little bit better. And that's from my old Love Notes Digi, these roses to fussy cut out. Ink up a little bit. Pick this up a little bit. And I'll probably, like I said, stitch around this one, so it's not done yet, but you'll get the idea. Glue little fluff or something there. Alright, so I just took this CD pocket and I put this on there, and I'm not worried if a little bit of the glue from this gets on that plastic part, because you know you won't see that part anyway because it'll be covered by this regardless. And you could turn it either way, whatever way you like. It needs to go down this way a little more, I think. And you could decorate this up more, cover it more, like if you're using one that's plain white or whatever. I just want the pink to show since it's the whole point, right? I think I am going to maybe do a few little stamps on it just for fun, because I've got these roses and stuff. This rose down here is good. And you can use whatever stamps you have. I can find my stamp blocks. I've got those envelopes from Denise sitting over there, the big pink ones, because I want to do something with those. And I'm just going to kind of go here and there. And you know, you might be smarter to do this ahead before doing this, but it was one of those, you know, afterthought kind of things for me, as happens quite often. Just do some little bits of it down here so it looks more purposeful. then I think I'll do a little bit of the words from Tim Holtz. I just put it in a plastic bag so that it stays a little more, it's kind of starting to get dry. And this I'm just barely It's a lot better when you don't chop your finger open. I'm telling you. Alright, so I think that's good. And then we'll go ahead and put it in the back of this one, even though it's not done on the front. I'm just giving you the idea that we're finishing the other one kind of thing. And I'm going to glue the whole thing again because I don't want another pocket. I'm bummed because that, I just got glue on the front of that. That other envelope turned out so cute with the people on stilts. I mean, I can do another one. I just don't have another one of those stamps, so sorry, I have to check something on my phone. My husband and my son went to get something, so I just want to make sure they're not trying to contact me. Alright. Where did my goodness. Underneath, of course. But see, this looks cool in here. I gotta wipe off the front of that. There we go. So that is that, and that'll be, obviously the back of this pocket, but that's, or the back of this book, but that's the way the other book was intended to be. And I'll go ahead and show you, I didn't make anything to go in that pocket. And I may try to take off some of these other things, and I'll probably use this in the next one too, but I just want to show you how this will work. Kind of tuck this back here, and then it would tuck, in there. And then, see, I just got some spots on there. So this one will be mine, but I may, I think I'm going to take that card off and use it in this one, and I'll use this in there as well. And then I can't get that off, so I'll have to make another one of those. But anyway, just wanted to show you guys the finished one of those. So this one won't go in my shop, but I'll make one, and that one will go in my shop instead. So I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your weekend, and we'll chat again soon. Bye-bye now.